All right, how's it going, everyone? We are back at it. Let me put my reading spectacles on. Um, but we are back at it. Um, gonna react to the White House. They just released their new AI policy, their new AI guidance, and strategy moving forward, which I think is really exciting because I don't know if any president has really dedicated this much time, this much attention to AI. And I think it's only going to be a trend from now on. So, really excited to dive in and figure out what the US is working towards in the field of artificial intelligence and adoption of tools. And first off, let's just talk about this website. So, let's search White House and just go to their website. Right, like it's nice, but it's a basic grid. You know, it's got some animations, but very basic. Let's look at this. Reload it. Look at this. We are unveiling the curtain. Um, as we scroll down, we've got like a nice transition. And I know none of this matters, but as like a web designer, I don't really. I mean, there may have been a better image they could have chosen that was just more related, but either way, kind of cool. And it's like, ooh. uh, but AI action plan. So what I really want to do is take some time to read this whole thing, um, which is let's just read the summary. The United States is in a race to achieve global dominance in artificial intelligence. Whoever has the largest AI ecosystem will set the global standards and reap broad economic and security benefits. Under President Trump, our nation will win. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Ushering in a new golden age of innovation, human flourishing, technological achievement for the American people. Oh, okay. Um, America's AI plan, three policy pillars. Okay, so this is important, right? The three pillars of the policy: accelerating innovation, building AI infrastructure, leading international diplomacy and security. I don't really get the third one. I mean, for sure, yeah, we need to. We don't have enough power right now for all the computation. Like everyone knows that. Power is about to become the the biggest bottleneck. Um, Accelerating innovation makes sense, and there's a lot you can do with that. But leading international diplomacy and security, I guess, for AI, making sure that if people are collaborating. Okay, yeah, I'm excited to see that. Let's just see what got executive orders. Ooh, that would be a fun project. Go through all of these and read them. Um, like even this is fun. So, ooh, what are the initiatives that they have? AI education. Boom. Presidential AI challenge. That could be an awesome video. And pledge to America's youth. Let's check these out real quick. For American youth. Okay, so that's cool. AI education. The president established a task force for K through 12 AI education. President Trump has called for the United States to promote AI literacy and proficiency. Cool. I'm actually going to move myself over here. Yeah, I mean, this is big, right? Because if the nation is equipped to create, to innovate, to pioneer innovation, if the nation is equipped to pioneer innovation, then you inherently have an advantage in national competitiveness. So let's just keep looking at this. Here's all the organizations involved. It is the director of OSTP, Secretary of Secretary of Agriculture, Secretary of Labor, Secretary of Education, Secretary of Energy, Director of the National Science Foundation, Assistant to the President of Domestic Policy, Special Advisor for AI and Crypto. It's interesting those two are bunched in, just because I feel like they'd be such big priorities that, in my mind, could be separate. The Assistant to the President for Policy. Who is that? Robert Gabriel Jr. Huh. All right. Well, let's keep going. Cool. So honestly, this can be big. And the three priorities, I should mention this. The three priorities are promoting appropriate information of AI in education. So making sure our children are fluent in how to use and interact with AI. Providing comprehensive AI training for educators, which is huge. Making sure that educators are equipped and literate with AI is going to be great. And I don't know what that looks like, if it's basic prompting or if it is going to be more comprehensive than that, but I think there's potential to really have some impact. Right. And this, of course, is the final goal, is to develop an AI ready workforce for the next generation of innovation. And it looks like they're pulling in expertise from AI industries, from corporations, from academics, from like everyone is coming together to make sure American students can interact with and properly innovate with AI. And I think that's huge. That is so exciting for our country. I'm excited to see how it plays out. Here's a really cool thing that I think a lot of people don't know about. The White House is putting on a presidential AI challenge. This challenge is designed to inspire and educate young students and right? Is it young students? Let's see. This challenge is designed to inspire young students and educate them on how to innovate with artificial intelligence. There's, let's see, there's two different brands. We'll do it that way, right? I'm figuring out all this stuff in real time. There's going to be two different challenges, one for students and one for educators. The students will be learning how to use artificial intelligence to tackle issues within their communities. And educators, of course, will focus on leveraging artificial intelligence to accelerate education for their students. What's great? Let me think. Both of these challenges are designed to equip American, I guess just Americans. Both of these challenges are designed to equip American citizens with the skills they need to become change agents for artificial intelligence in our nation. Ooh, let's see this. Okay. How to complete the challenge. Okay, so it looks like the challenge has actually kicked off, which is crazy because I looked at this a few days ago and there was nothing. There's three different there's there's three different tracks, and I cannot do that. There's three different tracks. It looks like the first track is drafting a technical proposal. Students will collaborate to identify a problem within their community and figure out how artificial intelligence will solve it. The second track is a technical implementation track. That's where students leverage available AI technology in order to build out solutions in real time that they can showcase and help facilitate change in their communities. The third track is only for educators, and that one involves exploring how AI can transform their classrooms. The third track is only for educators, and there's actually two options. One is finding a novel way to teach artificial intelligence to students, and the second is exploring how artificial intelligence can transform their classroom. If you decide to participate in this challenge, for tracks 1 and 2, you'll be submitting a documentation proposal, whereas for track 3, you'll actually be submitting a video as an educator. Let's see how they're going to score this. I'm just going to go ahead and run through these grading rubrics. This is for track 1. This is the grading rubric for track 2, which is very similar. And then there are 2 more rubrics for track 3 for educators. One for an innovative AI teaching approach, and the other for using AI tools to transform education. Oh, and for school, there's different categories. Let's look at the submission requirements. Okay. All right, so maybe this isn't for me, but we will see. All right. Let's Cool. Let's figure that out. All right. Here's the important dates. It looks like if you want to submit a project, it is due January 20th. State champions will be announced a few months later, regional champions after that, and national champions will be announced in June. That's exciting. So if you're interested, I know I am, check it out on their website. The Presidential AI Challenge. Cool. Okay, let's dive into the policy real quick. Pillar 1, accelerating AI innovation. So there's 3 pillars for this. Let's look at the first. Accelerating AI innovation. That's going to be huge. If you remove regulation for adopting it within the government, which I think is the scope of this, then that's massive. Ensuring frontier AI free speech and American values. That's big, and that's something. If you saw Mark Zuckerberg on, I think, Joe Rogan, that's what he talked about was we need to make sure that American models are being pushed out, that truth is being pushed, because whoever has the model controls what's true. All right, I gotta stop.